Kiefer, welcome to San Jose. I know you've been here a while now at this point, but just about to play some more games with the Sharks. Coming to San Jose, I'm just doing the backstory here. Was this the first time you've ever been traded as a pro?
Yeah.
So what was that like?
Time.
Just the feelings of you're the guy as part of a trade.
Yeah, it's it's great. The guys have been very welcoming, and I'm just excited to get in with the group here and start the second half. It kind of happens very quickly, and obviously, kind of you heard rumblings throughout the season and whatnot, but you just try to focus on playing. And once it happened, just really excited and fresh start and new chapter to get going here.
You had 17 goals in Van before you came here. I think the career high for you is 19, so it could be right around the corner from that. What was just going so well for you in the goal scoring department? I know some of those goals came in bunches too, right?
Yeah, I think you just every year you try to grow your game a little bit, and I obviously always try to work on my shot, but I'm trying to get open and find different ways to score. It's a hard league to score in, so whether it's getting net front and working on eye hand or the rebound and clean up the trash, just different ways, and I think just demanding the puck more and forcing myself in those situations is something that I'm trying to continue to grow on and just create different looks and different varieties. Like I said, it's a hard league to score in, so you just try to find different looks and find different ways to grow your game, and also to just I think shooting in volume and upping the amount and the quality of shots. I think everything just trends that direction. So just try to force it more.
I know you also like to bring the physical aspect of your game too, and the Sharks have always had some physical-minded players. But I've always been curious, what is the tactic and the strategy besides just hitting a guy so that, number one, nobody gets hurt, but number two, so that you're not penalized as part of it? How much technique goes into playing the body in this league?
Maybe a little bit. I think it's more just mindset, trying to the game within the game, trying to create energy for the team and get in on the forecheck as much as I can. Try to punish the D, and I think if you can get in there early on the D, then throughout the game, you're going to create pressure and make them turn their heads and maybe pressure them a little bit. And I think too, just whether it's wearing their team down, obviously getting under guys' skin physically or verbally or whatever, I think it creates more looks throughout, and if we can create the turnover and create more possession from it and get on the forecheck, then I'm doing my job. So I just try to round out my game and try to find different ways to impact the team and help the team the best way I can.
For as long as you've been around, as many teams as you've been on, as many interviews just like this as you've done, how hard is it to avoid all the hockey cliches like when we're having this conversation here? There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's true. I think there's a reason that a lot of them are said.
Right.
And with the hits, I try to have a method to the madness, and if I can get in like on the forecheck, and like I said, have the D turn their heads and expect that next time, then maybe the next time I get the puck, and or maybe it's not even me, it's creating it for F2 or F3, and kind of reading off that. So it's just the game within the game. I think that's the fun part. Sometimes the game is like chess. But I don't know, the cliches, I guess, will just happen over time. And I don't know. That's kind of just how it is.
You didn't even say get pucks deep yet or turn their D around. You didn't even use any of those. So that's great.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this? You're about to be a dad?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
But you've been a dog guy for a while too.
Yeah.
So you've kind of already been in the family scheme of things. I feel like as soon as I know somebody's a dog guy, I instantly like them before I actually even know them. So what's the dog dad life right now?
The dog dad life is great. He's basically our son, and he's a German Shepherd, so he's very smart, very loyal, very just curious and wanting, just super personable, and he has such a great personality. But me and my wife are expecting at the end of April, so it's been something that we've kind of coincides with the season a little bit and kind of growing. So it's been a new chapter that we're going through together, and it's really exciting.
What a season of just everything for you. Changing teams, change of your life here pretty soon. Obviously wish you and your wife all the best with that.
Thank you.
You've got a taste of the NHL playoffs before, 2 different times, with Colorado and also with Nashville. What do you know about what it takes for a team to get to the second season, but also to have a little bit of success, and what playoff hockey is like versus the regular season?
Yeah, it's a completely different game. I think you maybe, I mean, the Olympics just happened yesterday,
Yeah.
you know, and you kind of saw that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's always talking about the caliber of guys there, but then when push comes to shove, the game tightens up, and you know, a lot of times it gets very defensive and physical and stuff. So yeah, it's a different game when that playoff starts, and but all you got to do is get to the dance. You never know what's going to happen, and you know, I think it's a great opportunity for us too to sneak our way in and climb our way up, and it's going to be a lot of good opportunities for our team and for our guys to continue to grow their games. And as the season kind of wears on here, it's a sprint for the last 27 here. So yeah, we got to get our work boots on, you know, quickly and get after it and start pushing our way in.
It's been way more than a month since you got traded, but you only got to play one game in that time, right before the break after the injury. So we've seen you before, but we haven't really seen you like fit in all the puzzle pieces together. In your mind, how do you think you complement the existing team here, players here, and group of forwards here?
I just want to continue to just bring my you know, work ethic and edge and physicality each and every night, and where that fits in, you know, I just try to, like I said, bring it every night. I want to continue to add to the identity of the team and be that, you know, bring that hard to play against identity, you know, with us. And like I said, whether that's you know, getting in after the other team physically and kind of imposing our will a little bit, you know, bringing some grit and some blue collar, or you know, whatever it is, some energy. I just want to continue to help build the team's identity. You know, obviously there's a lot of things trending in the right direction here, and a lot of good things building. So I just want to continue to add to that, and yeah, I'm just really excited to get in with the group, because it's a really exciting time right now.
Last one for you, and I'll just make the assumption, you tell me if I'm close or not. Is it just the main goal in these 27 games to maybe crack a playoff spot from the team aspect? Yeah,
I mean, I think that's for sure. We have to be hungry. We have to be, you know, we know that, you know, it's not like we have 82 games to kind of, you know, it's 27 games here, and we're on the outside looking in. So, but what's the saying? You'd rather be the hunted than the hunter, right? But maybe we'll be both, and we got to come in, you know, desperate from the get-go, and it starts Thursday night, and you know, we have a big opportunity for our group here to impose our will here and scratch and claw and find a way. So it's really exciting, and there's no better time than the springtime in the second half, because this is where teams are built, and this is ultimately why you train and play the game as a competitor. You know, you want these opportunities to just get in and get a chance. So I'm really looking forward to the group and you know, forcing our way in.
Well, the deadline is still a little bit away. I'm glad we already know. Here's where you're at, Kiefer. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.